In today's video, you've been losing body fat for a while, but you're hitting a sticking point. Now, what do? How do we break through this barrier? I'm gonna explain it to you so that you can lose fat, keep it off forever, and the video starts right now. All right, guys, so for today's question, it's a perfect follow-up from yesterday's video. I got a great question in my direct messages. So if you guys wanna ask me questions about how to reach your fat loss goals, your physique goals, I love answering those questions, and that's a lot of the reason I do these videos is because I know you guys have questions, and I do consider myself an expert. I've been doing this for over a decade, and I get amazing results from my clients who are some of the most amazing competitors on this planet. But I realize not everyone has aspirations to compete, so instead I've created something for you guys to reach your goals, because what is a goal without a deadline, right? So how about a $50,000 90-day transformation challenge open to anybody in the world? That's right. The registration is now open. It kicks off in January, so click the link in the description box and join the transformation challenge to be one of these people right here that has fought to reach their goal. So I want to read today's question, and then we're going to get into it because it's going to be short and to the point. I have a question. Say you induce a caloric deficit and make progress. For me, somewhere around the 8th week of dieting, mental fatigue and complacency kicks in. Could you give me some pointers as to how to keep the ball rolling and not lose your momentum? Do you think a diet break would be the appropriate solution? So I assume when you say dieting, you're sticking with a caloric deficit, right? You've increased your activity, you've decreased your calories, and over the course of 8 weeks, you probably made significant progress, but there does get to be a point where you're actually taking in such low calories and doing so much activity that you hit a wall. Mentally, physically, you start to get fatigued. And this is where oftentimes people will reach their breaking point. Why? Well, it can be fatiguing to track your diet. It can be fatiguing to be active. And when does fatigue kind of set in? Late in the day. About the same time that we have to make some decisions about eating. And almost everybody, when they overeat, it's late in the day. Why? Because of the stress of the day, okay? Your willpower declines throughout the day. You have a lot more willpower in the morning than you do late in the day. So if you're not in a great place. So when we reach this sticking point and we reach this point of fatigue, this is really what determines if you're gonna be successful. And most people think that they have to grind through this, they have to push through this. But as a coach, one of the tools that I've been using for the last several years that I believe has allowed me to become very unique in this regard, and that is the people that work with me as competitors in diet, they see great results when their prep is over. Why? Because we take breaks throughout the prep to kind of drop some cardio, increase some calories. The term is called diet break, and there was some research that came out maybe 5-6 years ago, and I started implementing diet breaks with my clients, and I saw something pretty amazing happen. The clients, the competitors that would actually follow the diet breaks, well, I would bring their food up and drop their cardio, and what would happen? They would actually drop weight. Well, why would they drop weight? Well, there are some things that happen during prep. There are some things that happen during a fat loss phase. Things like adaptations, inflammation, stress, digestion. Well, those can be corrected over the course of a week. So a diet break is essentially, if you want to do a diet break for dummies, I would say increase your carbohydrates by 50%, decrease your cardio by 50%, and focus that week on training at about 80 to 90% intensity, not your full intensity. Why? We're gonna give our bodies a systemic recovery period. That 1 week is going to help your digestion improve, your sleep improve, your energy is gonna improve throughout the day, and you're gonna actually start to feel a little bit better. Now, you can continue for another week on the diet break if you have a good week and let's say the scale is stable or even down, and you can do it again. I've actually continued diet breaks for as many as 4 or 5 weeks with competitors because they continue to drop weight. When you're losing body fat, the equation changes. The calories in versus calories out equation is very dynamic. And when you change the calories out part of the equation, which is your digestion, your hormones, your non-exercise activity, it also changes the calories in equation, meaning you can eat a little bit more and you'll get more out of that food that you might not have got. Oftentimes, my competitors, and I would say almost all the time, my competitors are eating more food at the end of prep when they're completely shredded than they were at the beginning of prep when they had 20 to 30 pounds to lose. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No, but it's because that equation changes, and you cannot treat someone who's been dieting for a long time the same as you can treat someone who's never dieted. So look into some of my videos around diet breaks. There's some great specifics. I'll link them below. Hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday. Keep the questions coming and sign up for the Transformation Challenge starting in January. $50,000, guys. And we're gonna be doing live videos every week. I'm gonna be in there talking to you guys. It's a great community. And I'm looking forward to doing it myself. I need to get a little bit shredded this year, so let's go. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday.